Now, the episode begins with Zoe coming to the lab and Nate showing her his new Beast X cannon by combining the Beast X Saber with the Beast X Blaster. But Zoe wants to know is her new Morphex bike is ready, which it actually is, which is look like a BMX bike, which is now powered by Morphex, which is now can solve the trafficking problems, in which Ben and Betty actually decide to create their own Morphex bike, and we actually seen Zoe taking her new Morphex bike on a spin, while she actually saw Mayor Daniels creating a new road to solve the traffic problems. But Zoe actually saved a lizard, which her mom, Muriel Rivers, actually came to save her daughter, who's actually a news anchor, and she actually told Mayor Daniels to try out her new Morphex bike, which will help solve the traffic problem. But Mayor Daniels decided to go with the idea. But she actually has 1 week to convince the people to try the Morphex bike. But in the cyber dimension, Scrozzle actually told Avax about the situation with the Morphex. Since he doesn't actually have enough to escape the cyber dimension, he blames it on Blaze and Roxy, which they actually are furious about him blaming them. So he decided to do something about it, in which Roxy showed Avax the Morphex bike situation, in which he actually sent Blaze to get it. Meanwhile, Zoe, Devin, and Ralphie actually showed people about the Morphex bikes, but people doesn't actually seem interested about it until Betty and Ben decided to show their design, which is actually a two-person bike on it, which everybody seems to like it at first. But it doesn't seem that a single ride bike isn't enough to convince people. That is when Blaze actually appeared using a bicycle pump, and he actually transformed into a new robot drone called Needletron. And he actually using his needle arm to drain the Morphex from the bikes. And then the people actually run in fear as Blaze and Needletron actually decided to take care of the Rangers, while Neutron have already taken care of Betty and Ben. So the Rangers actually morph, which we actually seen the first morphing sequence in the series, as the Rangers taking care of Neutron and Blaze, while Blaze actually overpowered Devin and Ralphie. We seen the Neutron gonna take care of Zoe, but she actually dodged his attacks and using the new Beast X cannon this weapon on Neutron, and then the Neutron was actually destroyed. While Blaze using Neutron's needle arm was already filled with more Vex, he actually went back to the cyber dimension, which Squazzle actually criticizing him about not actually having enough for a Gigadroid, which we actually knew that he's going to blame it on them for their failures, and while he's going to tell Evox about it. But we actually can tell that using Needletron's arm, he'll use it to drain more of the Morphex bikes. However, we actually see Mayor Daniels actually try to convince Zoe to get more people to ride the bikes. Or he'll start using the construction on the road tomorrow. As soon as Zoe and the others helping the animals find a new location with their bee spots and Nate, Zoe actually told Nate about her ideas and why she should try to get people to use those bikes, which we also heard about Nate's background story as well. But just then, Commander Shaw actually informed the Rangers about Blaze using Neeltron's arm to drain the Morvex. But when the Rangers actually morph and arrive on scene, they destroy Neeltron's arm, in which when Blazers try to transform it out of Morvex. So he using the new Morvex bikes as well as the Rangers, doing some BMX styles, and they actually got attention on Muriel, and the cameras actually pick up the Rangers chasing Blaze on the new Morphax bikes, and they actually have their attention, as well as the citizens. But when they went inside the warehouse, they actually been attacked by Roxy, while the Tronics actually drained the Morphex, in which Roxy was about to shoot the barrel of Morvex, while the Tronics filled Blaze Morvex keys. While he actually went back to the cyber dimension, it was just enough for Squazzle to use a new Gigadroid, which he calls it Neildroid, while Commander Shaw actually informs them about the new Neildroid. Ralphie actually using his new Beast Wheeler Zord with Smash to create a new Gorilla mode, which we actually see it in action. As he actually battling the Neildroid, he had actually been overpowered by it as he begins to drain Ralphie and Smash of Morphax, in which Devin decided to help out and using his Beast Racer Sword robot mode and decided to destroy the Neodroid, and then Zoe have actually taken care of Roxy, and which we seen the scene where we seen Mayor Daniels riding a new Morvex bike instead of taking the limo, in which he decided to cancel the construction project permanently and allowing 5,000 bikes for the citizens, and which her plan works. And that's when we actually realize all the animals are going back into the forest where they belong. And the end is actually hilarious when Betty and Ben actually using a new design, which is the Morphax unicycle. Only the problem is they don't know how to ride it, and that's was very funny. Now, Zoe got a good idea on the first episode about Morphax bicycles, and that actually is an impressive design that I actually like. Now, we actually knew that could actually solve trafficking problems. And that actually is a good idea, and that's a really good episode. And also the monster, Neildroid and Neiltron, which I think is a Neil-based monster, similar to any other Neo monsters on the Power Rangers seasons that we actually can face. Because he can actually have the ability to drain anything with his Neo arm. So yeah, I really love in this episode. So I cannot wait to see what's going to happen on the next episode next Saturday. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy here saying sign out. Laters!